at it when the problem is against us, not against whatever belief is set. So I wanted both of y'all to kind of get in here and have a mature conversation to kind of end whatever is happening, because I'm starting to see a lot of like toxicity and negative comments and stuff like that, and I don't like seeing that when it's, you know, the our creators versus this specific conversation with that specific person that I'm not naming.
No, like when it comes to this political shit, bro, nobody cares about us, period, point blank. Whether you want to go Democrat, Republic, it doesn't really fucking matter at the end of the day. But what my problem was when niggas got to questioning my intelligence. I know the Chad guy made some videos about me, like what, some months ago. Bennie just made a few videos about me questioning, basically judging my intelligence.
I didn't judge your intelligence, bro.
Yeah, yes, you did, bro.
No, I told you to. I told you to stay in your lane.
And exactly, and that's my thing.
That's not challenging your intelligence.
And then I continue. I wake up in the morning, I see another video. Bennie drags it on, and I let this shit go. I end up blocking niggas cool because I'm gonna ignore it regardless. I'm leaving it alone. But niggas get on live, still talking about the same shit over and over. So here I go again. I'm gonna leave it alone, and that's it. Y'all disagree with what I say, bro? That's fine. That's fine. I'm not gonna keep dragging it because I'm not gonna keep bringing that.
So why are you here?
Cause niggas just told me to hop on the live. That's why.
So you do what other niggas say you
like,
do?
bro. That's what I'm saying. Like, if niggas gonna keep dragging it, I'm leaving it alone.
I'm not dragging it.
I'm keeping it peaceful. I'm blocking niggas because I'm not gonna keep talking about it. I really don't care. That's
so
my
why
thing.
are you here?
So then now niggas is hitting me talking about some get on the live, bro. Get on the live. I'm like, all right, cool. Here I come.
So niggas say
I'm
jump,
leaving it alone though.
So niggas say jump.
I'm keeping it all the way respectful. I'm not even gonna, bro. This is TikTok, bro. I'm not about to keep going back and forth with niggas.
Oh.
Bennie, you made a video. You made like, and this is my whole problem right here.
Okay.
Nigga said, oh, he's making videos pandering to an audience. I'm not getting no money from no damn Trump talk. None of those videos are past 1 minute. I'm getting no money for that. I'm just speaking my mind. And if you disagree, bro. It's fine. But don't get on here questioning niggas' intelligence, bro. That's where the disrespect comes in. No, bro, you did, bro.
Man, that's because you just mad that you couldn't stand on business and Bennie hit you with the facts.
Hold on.
That's my thing, bro.
Number one, telling someone to stay in their lane is not challenging your intelligence. Number one. So if you work on cars, right?
Right.
Okay, so you would be considered a subject matter expert on mechanics and cars and things of that nature. If I got on here and I just start saying stupid shit about cars, normally when I don't talk about cars and I get on here and I just start saying shit that sounds like the shit that niggas at Cars and Coffee just regurgitate, and you know for a fact as a subject matter expert that I'm just talking something and saying something I heard from somebody else, would you not want to correct that?
This is my thing.
No.
Niggas is getting on this bitch. Bro, I'm gonna let you have it.
No. It's a yes or no question, bro.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, bro, go ahead.
If you ain't here to be honest and we actually talk, you know what I'm saying, then I'm not gonna keep going back and forth.
My thing is this, bro. If I'm saying I don't care, then I don't.
But you care because no,
I don't.
No. Because you keep trying to say I don't care. Then when I showed you that the shit that you were saying was actually incorrect, then it's I don't care about.
You was like, oh, he's parenting to a white audience, white boy talking.
No, I said you're.
I see white guys. I see white people making the same videos you make.
I did not say you. I
see white guys making the same videos you make, Bennie.
I did not say you were pandering to
white people. Not make the same videos you make. Or you're doing the same thing white people do, bro. White people make the same videos you make. It doesn't matter. That's what I'm saying, bro. White people make the same videos you make.
I said you are regurgitating white boy talking points. And by white boy talking,
if I am, you are as well, bro.
And by white boy talking,
if I'm regurgitating white people talking points, you are as well.
I'm not. Look,
bro.
I'm just being honest. You gotta listen to brother. You gotta listen to brother because it's kind of contradictory if you say you don't care, right? But with a topic so heavy is something that is not against our people.
Hold on, bro, because you trying to play it off as you don't care, But if you didn't care and you don't get into politics, the Trump video that started all of this that you made about DEI and Trump, you would have never made it. You would have just
Yeah,
I
ignored it.
wouldn't even argue with you if
So
you didn't
so if
say.
you don't care, what was the point? So if you don't
If you
care,
was
what was the
debunking
point?
everything I said, if you
So
debunked everything I said,
if you don't care and you so nonchalant and you don't give a fuck about politics, what was the point of that video that you made?
because that's how I felt about it. I don't
You
care.
care.
I told. Well, what did I say in my video, Benny? I told everybody to shut the fuck up about it. Right? Did I not? Because I don't care about it.
You did.
And
So
motherfuckers don't
why,
even care about
if
it.
you
That means I don't give
care,
a fuck about what's going on.
so you
You
care.
put
That's what I'm
energy
talking
into
about.
it, bro.
So,
You cared.
so you said
No, bro,
right?
because niggas trying to make it sound like I'm not saying what I'm saying.
So,
If
but
I got
look,
on the video and the video was 6 seconds long and I said, shut the fuck up.
yeah, but it wasn't though.
Does
You
that
said
mean
stop
I don't
talking
care?
about
Yes,
it.
I don't care.
You
I'm
said
just tired of
stop.
motherfuckers complaining. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, and you have a point. You said people to stop talking about it, but
That's
then
what
you
I'm
started
saying.
spewing. But then you started spewing false information that was pushing a narrative that white people like to use against. That's Benny's whole point. Was you said you don't care, but then you push a false narrative.
Niggas got mad because I don't care. That's what started it, broski.
You can't say that you don't care though. If you put
Exactly. So what's
energy
the
into
fucking problem if I said I got on the video and the video was 6 seconds? If I made a 6 second video and I said
But
I
it
don't give
wasn't
a
6
fuck,
seconds because
stop
you
caring,
started pushing a
bro.
false
My video,
narrative.
the first video, as Benny, the first video I made was 6 seconds long, and I said shut the fuck up.
it. All right. So what the next
Niggas is
video?
mad. Niggas is mad because I don't care, and then niggas is hitting me with the he's making money on it, pandering. What the fuck?
No.
If I just said I don't care, how am I making money from it?
I said you
Like
are
what the
using,
fuck?
I said you are regretting.
Niggas got no, bro. Fuck all that. Niggas got on this bitch, got the stretching my shit. Niggas got the stretching it, talking about some he's parenting to a white audience. He got to start making money on here and all this other. I said, all right, bro. Come on, bro.
So do you really believe the talking points of the information that you put out?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. So you believed it, but so
Look, if you believe
again,
Kamala would have been a better president or whatever, bro, I would have been like, all right, that's fine. I've been seeing it the whole time. That's fine. I'd be like, all right, that's cool. Benny think that way, fine. I know Goody feels the same way about the shit you say. You know what I'm saying? He agrees with you, probably more about the political side than I do. So I'm like, all right, that's cool. And I understand that. But don't get mad because I feel the way I feel, bro. That's all I'm saying.
But it's a difference between
or whatever
what you feel. But it's a difference
this is
between
where
what
me-
you feel versus what's facts, though. Because all Benny did was show you what was factual. And that's where he's like,
if it's factual, fine. But I'm saying if I simply don't care, bro.
Yeah.
What's the
That's what I
problem?
was
with me
like-
not
Tell y'all about
what's the
the
problem
like
with
how
me
many-
not caring? That's my thing.
It's like as a creator, how many videos have you made on ballet dancing or ice skating or
None.
or tutus? None, because you don't care about that.
None.
Because you don't care about that.
But we're
That's
talking
what-
about me.
that's
If
what
I-
he's
If I see
saying.
niggas get on the
That's
app
what
every
he's
day,
saying. You
if I
don't
see
make
niggas get on
videos
the
that
app
you don't
every day
care
talking
about.
about some this, if I see niggas get on the app talking about this, right, and they're like, "Oh my God, we're gonna go back to slavery and all this other stuff," I'm like, bro, like, calm down, shut up. Because
No, what they're saying
the
is-
fuck? No, my thing is, what are we gonna do?
You don't make videos on ballet dancing or ice skating because you don't care about that. Correct? That's what you just said. So they're saying that you cannot say that you don't care when you created content that you believe and posted it.
and spreading information that was not true. So that's when Benny came in.
It's okay to say you care, bro. Like it's. don't know
My
why you
original
fighting it,
video
bro.
was
It's
me
cool.
not caring. That's
But
what I'm saying. And niggas got a problem with me because I don't care.
Then why are
I'm
you
like,
in this
damn, I
live?
can't not give a fuck.
I don't think it's that video that they have a problem with. I think it's the videos of you spewing false information.
Right, and it's funny.
If I read something and I see it, that's what I believe. I'm like, all right, that's fine. What the fuck? I read
At the
it.
same time, you don't have that energy when he was getting you with the facts. So all of a sudden, you
I didn't
don't
even
care.
watch bro videos, but then nigga dropped 10-minute
Okay,
videos.
if
I'm
you
like,
didn't,
damn,
that makes you
what?
sound ignorant. Then so wait a minute, you
Because
got all
he's
this
coming at
smoke
me.
because he's not coming at you. He's coming at you.
That's
with
what
the
niggas is
facts.
coming at me
So
for.
it's
Right.
funny
I
how
don't think
when
it was
you
more
were,
him coming at you.
it's
I
so
think
funny
it was
when
him
you
trying
when
to correct the
right, all
false
he did was
information
give
that you
you
were
facts,
spewing.
and you couldn't refute it.
How
So
how
now
can
all of a
niggas tell
sudden
me
take
to
that
care,
serious.
bro? That's
It's-
all I'm saying.
Nah, bro, it's like that dude who talking shit to somebody and basketball 1-on-1. Then after they get cooked, then all of a sudden it ain't that deep. So it's not that deep all of a sudden, but you out here
It
spewing
was my
facts.
video was 6 seconds. It was never that
It
deep. I
wasn't
just
no
said I
6
don't
seconds,
care.
Mark.
What the
It wasn't
fuck,
6
bro?
seconds. All of a sudden you don't care. Son. Come on,
I
man.
never cared.
If you don't care, then why are
I
you
told
in
niggas
here?
part
to
is,
shut
bro,
the fuck up.
The crazy
That's all I
part is,
said,
bro,
man.
you cared because you got in your feelings about it.
Right.
He came at your talking points, not at you as a person, but what you were saying. and you felt some type of way, and then you
If I
made
tell
a
niggas that
content
I
about it.
don't give a fuck,
You're mad because he told you
why
to
should
stay in your
I
lane.
care, bro?
Why should
What?
you care about
Hold
what?
on.
Because
Why should I care?
I don't think he's talking on the basis of you caring. I think he's talking on the basis of you getting on live in front of the people that push this narrative, and you're pushing these false accusations and you're pushing these false information. So he came with facts, and you said you didn't watch those videos because they were 10 minutes long. So even if he gave you true information, what his whole point is, it doesn't even matter because you believe something else. And now you're saying you don't care. But in his instance is, if you didn't care, you would have never made multiple videos of you talking about false information. He's not talking about the video of you saying you didn't care. He's talking about the videos of you pushing a narrative for people that ruin the movement.
And telling someone to stay in their lane is not an insult to their intelligence, because simply because that is what all of us do. The topics that I even post as a creator is because I went to school for sociology. I only post sociological subjects, sociological topics. I don't post things about athletes. I don't post things about music. I don't post things about rap. I don't post things about movies, entertainment, because that is not my lane. I do not know that.
And that's what I'm saying.
I don't know.
My lane is history, politics, geopolitics. As you don't watch my long ass videos, I have an entire place of almost 50 videos about geopolitics, war, and news. That's my forte. That's what my area of study is. You don't see me talking about fucking cars all the time. You don't see me talking about fucking science or mathematics, or because that's not what I know. And then if somebody comes in and corrects me after I'm giving wrong information about something I'm not an expert in, that doesn't mean they're insulting my intelligence by telling me to stay in my lane or correcting me on that. If it's wrong information, and you gave wrong information when you gave out them fake ass fucking and that's why I say it. Like, if the issue is you felt like I insulted your intelligence, my dog, I apologize, but that was never my intent. When I said stay in your lane, I wasn't telling you to shut up and dribble. I'm just telling you and when I said that, it was because you proved my point by telling you to stay in your lane, because you gave the topics and the talking points that those people do. And that shit is misinformation, and it was wrong, and it's dangerous. And that's why I said I was disappointed to see that come from you, because I didn't know about that Trump shit. I don't go to nobody repost. I don't know. When I started seeing it, I'm like, what are he talking about? But to see somebody be that irresponsible with the information in a platform like yours that I thought was cool at the time with that shit, it was disappointing to see. So that's why I didn't come at you. And you're not the only creator that I follow, and I'm mutual. Me and Chad, I've made Chad. That's how me and Chad got cool on here, because we went back and forth and had a disagreement. I done made videos about Dana when she got all that flack from Sandra Macy. I called her out about that too. I've made videos about John. I've made videos about Keith. They made videos about me. Like, I wasn't trying to make no beef. I wasn't trying to make no guy like insult your intelligence. No, none of that. So if that was what you took from it, again, I apologize for that. But you can't have the platform you have and then put out misinformation, because that's what it was. And then you didn't even bother to watch what I said because you was in your feelings and upset because you thought I said you were stupid, basically. And that was never my intent, nor that's what I was ever trying to fucking do.
And we as content creators, like you know the things that you are posting, you know the ones that you need to be prepared for to get backlash from. That's like if I were to make a video and I say Beyonce can't sing, she highly overrated, and I post that, I already know that I need to be prepared for what's about to come for that. I know that. So you know that as a black man or whoever, if you make any, you know that, okay, I'm about to have to defend myself for that. So being that you know that there are certain topics that you're gonna have to defend yourself on, why not only be ready to defend yourself on the things that you know on an expert level?
Did niggas just not say we were not experts? Nobody in here is an expert on nothing in here.
No. There are certain subjects that all of us. No. There are people who are experts. There are subjects we don't know everything about everything, but please believe we know everything about something. When it comes to sociology, I'm an expert on that. I don't know shit about no music, no art, no basketball, no movies, entertainment. I don't know shit about that. But when it comes to sociology,
I can tell you what psychological operations is, psyops. I can tell you that right now. TikTok is a big platform of that. So everybody that get on here and contribute to that if you spitting misinformation, you are contributing to that. That's
No,
why
I'm
they.
saying, bro, you literally are doing a fucking engine swap on a Hellcat to a damn 300. That would make you a subject matter expert on
Fuck
fucking
no.
cars,
Fuck, it don't make me a mechanic.
bro. But you know more than the average fucking person, right?
But it doesn't make me an expert.
I say a
It
subject
doesn't.
matter expert. That means what you do is your job. You're good at what you do. You might maybe it's too literal, but I'm saying like if you Hendo, he in the military, like that's a military terminology. Like
Yeah.
when you are like I was logistics. I'm a subject matter expert in logistics. Like that's what I do. That's my fucking job. I can tell
Yeah,
you
man. Yeah, I'm a
all about
cook.
fucking logistics.
I
And
know all about eggs, nigga. You feel me?
know what I'm saying? His job is psyops. He knows ins and outs and everything about fucking psyops. If you could tell somebody about a fucking car, and like you can't just wing fucking an entire fucking engine swap, bro.
I think we're I
Right.
think
You have to
we're
be performing at the expert level to
I,
even be
I,
able to do that. You're not a
I think we're
novice.
I
You're
see
not
staring
what
intermediate. There's an expert level.
I think we're staring from the overall
I see
point. The
what you guys
overall
are
point
saying,
is
but
the overall point, right? I'm gonna let you. My bad, good. I don't mean to cut you off. Overall point is right. My aspect is this shouldn't really be this deep, right? It shouldn't be this deep, but you're a content creator, you have every right to post whatever the fuck you want on your content. It's your content. If Goody want to post what he wants, he can. If Mark want to post, if Benny want to post, you can. But when you're spreading false information on a topic this deep, right? You can't spread false information and then when people fact check you say that's just my opinion, because facts and opinions are two different things. You can have an opinion. No one cares if you like Trump, but you can't say I like Trump and then this is why and then it's false and then they say, well, that's false. You can't just throw a rock and then hide your hand. Either people are not going to be like, that's false, right? So I see a lot of people in the comment section right now saying like, oh, Mark was just saying his opinion, which he was. But Benny's not disrespecting his opinion. He never disrespected anything. Benny was just throwing you facts and fact checking what you were saying because you're pushing a narrative that that specific demographic is usually what's pushing your content. So, but in all actuality, bro, this doesn't need to be a big conversation because I don't want to, and this is just me, like I said, I don't want to see black creators on this app fighting because we already don't have a big enough voice. We already don't. So this is really just kid stuff at the end of the day. We're all grown men. There's no reason for this to even be. What I'm saying is, bro, let whatever opinions be opinions, but also take the time to hear his side. Because if you believe something and you don't want to hear from the other side, then that is legit cult way of thinking. That's not a correct way of thinking. If you believe something but you can't fight against it or you can't think, okay, what if it's wrong? Then that is a cult way of thinking, and that's how you shouldn't think, especially about politics. So my whole thing is, I don't really see why there's any discourse or anything like that because it shouldn't be. That's all I'm saying.
I feel it. I feel it. The only thing I was going to say is when I was talking about the perspective thing, that's what I was saying. Mark, if you really listen to what Mark really be saying, again, Mark said it already. Me and him have different political views. But if you listen to the concept of Mark, what Mark is saying, he's literally just saying, I'm tired of everybody complaining. Go and get some money. The system is against us already. That's what he's saying. But I know it probably, came off a different way and stuff like that. And again, I personally, the reason why me and Mark is me, like that's really my brother, is because like we have opposing views. A good thing though. I think that's a good thing because if everybody agrees on one thing, like they're like, how can we even see
You're
the
right.
other side? So I like
You're right.
differences
You're right.
of opinion. I love differences of opinion. I like when people can stand 10. And that's the thing about Mark. Mark want to stand 10. And so I'm like, you know what I'm trying to say?
That's cool. As a man, you should always stand 10. But at the same time, if I'm believing something and somebody come with me with factual information that they're showing me, they're trying to teach me something, I'm not going to be closed off and be like, oh, I'm standing 10 on this. I'm going to also take in consideration what they're saying. Now, like I said, Mark can post whatever he wants. But when you're posting something as deep as like political content, when you don't make political content, you have to post things that are correct because when you aren't, then you are using your platform, which is a big platform, to push a narrative that is not true, which is only hurting our people. It came off, and
I
I'm
see
gonna
your
say,
perspective for
I'm
sure.
gonna just say the truth. It came off of you kind of saying, Mark, like, oh, the system don't care, but if like anyone can go get some money, and it kind of came off as what a lot of conservatives like put on people, and it's just not. That's not factual by the slightest at all. And all I'm saying is, if you can't have a mature conversation with Benny and he explains why he feels, well, why he thinks this way, and he gives you facts, and then you give him facts back, I'm pretty sure y'all can come to a mutual agreement on something, and we can all go about our days and create content and push black positivity. Because right now we're pushing black negativity, which a certain demographic is only liking because they want to see people arguing. They don't want to see us coming to a collective conscious. That's all I'm saying.
I respect it. I respect what you're saying.
Very well said.
I mean, as far like, I just think people like it. Number one is more than just get some money. Like your first video or that made me be like, what the fuck? Like everybody shut up. But it's like people like this is like people were really impacted by this shit. Like this is real life shit going on that's really touching people. And to be insensitive to what people are really experiencing because it has not popped your bubble yet is a very ignorant mentality to have. And that's a lot of the reason why we are now where we are, because everybody is get some money and then don't worry about it until it touches you or somebody that you love, and now everybody's worrying about it. When we could have been worried about it when I was good, when I was getting money. Because you ain't always gonna be able to get money. It's not the solution to issues is not always get money. Because you could get in a fucking wreck tomorrow. Now you can't go get no money. Now that DEI that you was laughing and telling people to shut up about, now you're DEI and now you need a leg up so you can get a job because you crippled. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it can't be shut up, deal with it, get money. But if that's your mentality, cool. Believe that, whatever. But when you get on the internet and you put that out to the world, you have to be able to take whatever's like you have to be able to take what comes from that. That's just what it is. That
Yeah. And people are just completely unaware of social class and the classes they fall into, because this is a classism issue. It's not a racism issue. It's a classism issue. And so many people, even when people are talking about get money and all this other stuff like that, that mentality is rooted in poverty, because that just shows you how far removed we are from the rich. They don't have to get up and get money. Like they don't work for wages. They don't do anything for earnings. They make it's capital gains. Their money makes money through markets. Their money grows just by doing nothing. Like it's a difference. They don't have to earn anything. We are too far removed from these people. So when you don't realize that you are not ever going to be in the same class as these people, because classism, no matter what you do, you are going to be born. The class that you were born into is the class you're going to die in. Class, the ability to rise, the class you were born into is the class that you will die in. That is a fact. It's a fact. It might sound whatever. At the end of the day, you were born to parents make $30,000 a year. You can die making $200,000 a year. You are still in the same class. You are still closer to zero than you are to 1 million. That is
I like
fact.
that, Chad. I like
It's
that.
a fact.
I ain't gonna lie. Because that's my point of me saying I don't give a fuck. Because it's rich versus poor. It's
rich versus poor. That is it. It's rich versus poor.
That's what the fuck I'm talking about. That's why I don't care.
People think that just because you are not on the street in a tent that you are not poor. The fact that you have to go to work and make wages means that you are poor. Because they don't go to work. They don't work at anything. Work and this value and virtues and work, that is a philosophy that rich people have taught poor people to value. Rich people teach you to value work and to value the grind and to value hustle when they do none of the above. They do none of that.
I agree there. I agree there. But what if Mark is saying control what you can control? Everybody stop tripping about. I'm just saying, see that perspective. Like, I'm seeing your perspective, and I understand your perspective, and I actually agree with your perspective. I want you to see Mark's perspective now. Control what you can control.
I'm actually agreeing with Chad because it's rich versus poor.
Yeah, he agrees.
I don't care.
And what's one of the richest communities in the world?
They don't work. The difference
between everybody talk. Hold on. What you were saying, Chad?
Saying there's a difference between working and earning income. That's the thing. Like somebody said, well, you mean they don't work? We work. They earn income. It's not the same thing. They generate income. It's not the same thing. Like when your money works for you versus you working for money, these are two different things. That's what I mean. Like people don't even understand like how far apart we really are. And because of that, it is something called false consciousness, when you will align yourself with beliefs that actually go against your own best interest.
And that's what I'm trying to get across, or like
absolutely.
What I took from Mark's videos. Because
think about it.
So if you understand it's rich versus poor, how do you then align and how do you align and believe in what Trump is, like what he does and what he's doing?
Exactly, because it's
no. I was asking him a question.
I'd rather have a nigga that's being honest,
but he's not being honest.
Being honest.
I was gonna say, that wasn't a great. That wasn't.
Why?
He's more honest.
But why are all of?
He's more honest than Kamala.
Why are all of?
We could be honest about that.
Why do all of his executive orders only affect poor people?
They all do.
No,
everything that's being done, this affects the poor. All of the things that he is cutting only affects the poor.
And so you say so you believe he's honest. Honest in terms of what?
He does what he says.
My thing with that.
Every politician is gonna lie. They're gonna give you a bit of truth, and then they're gonna do whatever they want to do behind closed doors.
Okay.
All of them. If that's the case, all of them are liars. If that's the case, all of them are liars.
Can I say something?
I hate that take on politics.
We're just gonna be honest.
Like you just said, you say he does what he says. He done told us for the last 4 years that he was gonna come in, implement Project 2025, and he don't give a fuck about the poor class. And he told you that. So people didn't vote, or they voted for him, and now here he is rewriting history and erasing ours.
No. Hold on. He did what he said he was gonna do in terms of.
He's never said that.
No. He did what he said he was gonna do in terms of his homies, but what he actually like campaigned about, lowering the prices of everything, ending the war in Ukraine, and the first day he get in office, and what else the fuck he got promised everybody. Lowering your tax, like things that are actually going to help people. He hasn't done any of that.
You got to think about it. They're all in the same class. They're all rich. They're going to help each other regardless.
To a degree.
What are we? We're the normal people. They're going to fuck us regardless, no matter the class, no matter what. So do you participate? So do you participate in do you participate in voting at all? I control what I can control. I never voted. Because I don't care. That's my point. I don't care. It's rich versus poor, Bennie. So it doesn't matter. Like they're gonna benefit each other. They're gonna keep themselves rich. If I was rich, I'd keep myself rich too. Fuck the poor motherfuckers. Because if I can make everybody some money, why would I do that when I'm rich? It wouldn't keep me rich. That's why I don't care. I'm gonna control what I can control. That's why I don't care, bro. It doesn't make sense. That's why nobody should really care, because we can't do shit about it. But yap on live about it. We can't do nothing.
Yeah, I mean, no. You can't. I mean,
we can try our best to control what we can control, though. That's what I'm saying. But other than that,
We're in
bro,
elected
Benny, you
positions.
can't fight with that, Benny.
So how do you have the mentality of I control what I control, but then you don't participate at minimum in your local government,
bro,
which
listen.
you know.
When I seen niggas voting for Trump, when I seen niggas voting for Trump, bro, all black people
Bro.
voted for
No, no, no,
Kamala,
no,
right?
no. I'm not talking
I'm in the
about.
Midwest, bro. My whole state, it was a waste of my time, bro. They showed the voting list. My area in Kansas City, bro, inner city black area, was all blue. Outside of my city, bro, it was all red. It was no chance, bro. It was no chance. There's
Mark,
no point.
But
There's no
Mark,
point, bro.
I'm
There's
from
no point.
Indiana, Mark. I know the Midwest, and
I'm not even talking about the
So,
presidential
Chaz, you know
election.
what's up, though, bro. Come on now. We know what's up.
I'm not even just talking about the presidential election. Like, do you participate in your local government? Because you have more control over your local government, and they actually have more impact on your day-to-day life in your local government. Do you participate in your local government?
No.
I would
Whatever
employ
happens, happens.
I would employ you to start trying to participate in your local government. I mean, you have like maybe presidential, but you have to participate in your local because you know who does participate in their local government, white folk. And so if you to say that voting and things doesn't matter, they do matter because that was the whole purpose of action and legislation like the Civil Rights Act, DEI, that everybody says doesn't work. But when you break down the layers of what it actually is, because it's not just hiring black people, then you see that it does work. Hendo is literally in the military, where DEI has worked for black women and black men in terms of their black men with keloid bumps in their ears,
And Benny, let me say
and
something
black women with their hair.
Let me say something about the DEI. So when he had all these incentive programs for vets and all that shit, I'm on my way to getting out. I just want to say this. What really pissed me off was the fact that, you know what I'm saying, like, we got vets, vets choice, first choice. We got that. So I'm thinking like, damn, is he gonna get rid of that shit? I'm like, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be harder for vets to get out there and find work, because we're part of DEI as well when it comes to that. We have veterans choice when it comes to jobs, you know what I'm saying, and shit like that. So now it's like, that shit right there, it got me like, man, fuck this motherfucker. Even I'm still in, you know what I'm saying? It's bullshit.
If voting didn't matter, why did they fight so hard to keep black people from doing it?
Has it worked?
that part.
We don't
Did it work this time?
You are
Didn't
literally
work
the
this
one,
time, bro.
I mean,
Didn't
like,
work.
but see, y'all. This is what I mean by if he believes it, I can't change his mind. But
Bro,
if voting,
it's just what I see,
because
bro.
voting does
Democrat or
work.
Republic, it doesn't matter. It's the same shit happens.
If voting didn't work, white people wouldn't line their ass up to go do it, bro.
Yo, it's rich versus poor. I thought we all agreed.
And it's rich versus poor, but only right. So think about this. You are correct. Dude, it's rich versus poor. That is correct. But it is only the poor people of color that will say voting doesn't matter, because the poor whites vote. That's one thing they're gonna do. They're gonna vote. They will never not vote. That is the difference.
They vote, and they right now it doesn't work in the best interest of white people because they vote against their own best interest to keep us down. But prior to segregation, when they voted, they got what the fuck they wanted.
Can I ask what's with this whole mentality of it is how it is and there's nothing to do about it? Because I swore our people thought like that years ago, and that's exactly why slavery lasted as long as it did.
I don't know about that.
Honestly, but those mentalities have always been prevailing.
I'm shooting shit up.
Right, but see, those mentalities have always been prevailing. Like, let's call a thing a thing. The change that happened was because of the few. It was never the majority that caused it. It was the few. That is why whenever we talk about any era of change, i.e. civil rights and all that, why do we constantly bring up the same people? Because it was always the few. It was never the majority. So it's always we never need the majority of people to create change. We just need enough few good ones. So it's no point in trying to change the mentality of everybody. It's about the few who understand the system, who know how to create change, and they just need to make movable, actionable change. But People have always thought that. Think about it, like you said, in slavery. This good enough. We's good. We don't be disrupting stuff. Even after the civil rights passing of the civil rights bill in 1964, after the black middle class started to develop, there were people who said we got it good enough. That's why they were angry with Martin Luther King. Martin Luther King was assassinated in 1968. A lot of black people at that time was like, we good enough. Shut your fucking mouth. What are you talking about now? Literally, he was not popular. He was not liked.
That's the point. I don't like the whole. That's just me, and I say I don't like the whole mentality of this is how it is, and there's nothing we can do about it. So you could just shut your mouth and keep. Like I don't like that mentality because all it's gonna do is keep our people down. If you're aware that there's a system that's against you, why would you just want to keep that system there as long as because you were able to make money, right? That's kind of that's the point that I don't get. That's the point I don't get because
Well, so Mark, Mark, you said that Trump has done everything he said he gonna do, and who voted for him majority? White people. So he done did everything he said he was gonna do for white people because they go out and because they know voting matters, right? So for us to sit back and say, man, and I'm not gonna lie, bro, I used to think that when I was around, like when I was young, and I used to think the same thing until I got into these neighborhoods. I got children. I start being in my involved in my local government with my kids' school and voting, going to the town hall meetings and voting for things to get built in my neighborhood. Like, bro, them white folk be out there. When they wanted to build some apartment complexes in our district up the street from my house, I went to that fucking meeting and them white folks was in there and they was like, no, you're not building apartments because that's going to lower our property values and that's going to let people hear that we don't want. Or if you want to build apartment complexes, you know what you can do? You can build us another school. Guess what happened? Them motherfuckers ain't building no fucking apartment complexes.
Exactly. Same thing.
So, but that's what I'm like.
They know what's up.
That's your local, like I said, your local government. And when you vote for your local officials and you vote for your congressmen that represent you and your senators that represent you, that's how that trickles up to the federal level. But locally, at minimum, you can see the impact in that, bro. I promise you.
And everything Benny is saying is 100% true. I know that because, like I said, I own a local sponsorship agency, and I bring local sponsorships to Black creators. I'm not gonna say it's just Black creators, but I've created a lot of partnerships within Oklahoma, which is, trust me, it was not easy doing it in Oklahoma, Miami, Georgia, California, Oregon. I've created those, and the local community can be so much of an asset, but I'm not gonna lie, it's a mentality of people thinking things are the way it is and there's nothing they can do about it. It's the same thing like with the whole ants, how they say like a bunch of ants don't know that it's like they have most of the power. What happened to we the people? I'm not understanding why this narrative is like out the window now. I'm not understanding why why everybody is just so okay with knowing, like it's not, they don't have to hide that the system is against us anymore. They don't have to hide it because people don't care. They don't care that there's a system against them because it's easier.
They never have.
The average nigga is against the next.
They never have cared. They never have cared. Like Blue, this is nothing new. Everybody just has a microphone. That's all this is, just letting you know so you can hear other things. But this is the way it has always been. The majority of people have not cared. Change has always been done by the few. Even when it comes to like your local elections and things like that, the people who decide how a city is laid out, what opportunities, which side of town, the jobs, that's done by a few people. Like when it comes to like they say, like the hood is a hood under Bush, under Obama, and all that. That's because it was never the president's job to save the hood. It is the hood's job to save itself. Exactly. And with the mentality of it don't matter, it's never going to go anywhere because like it's a trickle up. The people who you elect on the local level are the people who will represent you in Congress, like Benny was saying, and those are the people who can create change on the federal level. But as far as your day to day, who determines what side of town that new company goes on? That's your city. You can do that. Who determines what side of town all these new jobs go
Exactly.
on?
All of
You
this.
can do that.
All of this.
Like, yeah, like who determines what school district gonna get the most money? You can do that.
You said what?
Nah,
It's just, it's,
he definitely is correct. He definitely is correct. And I learned at my age of 19 that you can do a lot locally, but you can do a lot for your city, which builds up to the state, which builds up like. But it's like you just said, the popular vote for a Republican or Democrat could be in the 100 millions or the 50 millions or 70 millions, but on a state, local, county level, there's only 56, 100, 300 votes. It doesn't make sense because
think of it right.
anything that Trump or Kamala can do, one, you won't even start seeing 2.5, 3 years into advance. You're not even going to
Just
start seeing it. But like
look
you
at
said, Trump can't tell you what banks should go near. Like you said, you live in Kansas City. I don't know too many cities in Kansas City, but I'm sure there's a lot of banks near where the stadium is. Versus if you go to a lowdown, you're not gonna see really too many credit unions, too many banks. You start seeing a lot of fast food. You start seeing a lot of smoke shops. You start seeing a lot of
of
things
course.
like things that are placed specifically in those areas that people get drove into because housing is low. So they know minorities are gonna be there mainly because the majority is not going to be making the same level. And it all comes from education, from which schools you're going to put in which areas. It literally, Trump has nothing to do with that. That is on a local level. And I've held community events that we've talked about this, and that's
Look
what
on,
I get their point is what they're trying to say, that you have
yeah,
so
look
much
on.
more power thinking that you don't, but your voice, especially your platform, Mark, you can make a lot of change tomorrow. You can make a lot of change in your city. You can make a lot of change going to different local businesses, building up these businesses and creating economic wealth in your city, which will build more people to understand the better of Kansas City and understanding black business and building that black business, but having the mentality of saying, "Oh, it's rich versus poor. There's nothing we can do about it, bro."
You can start small.
You know,
They
but back to
You can
the
start small.
but
Look at the amount of people on your city council that run unopposed.
yeah,
Unopposed. Look
yeah.
how long they have been sitting on their same seat without no opposition. Look how many people look and see if your city even has term limits. A lot of time your city don't even have to. And who determines if your city has term limits? The city itself. The people. You can say, you know what? No, we need some motherfucking term limits. You can't just be sitting up here no 60 motherfucking years. We 2 term limits max. Like, look at everybody who run against the motherfucker who run unopposed, the motherfucker who's been unopposed for the last 20 years, been sitting doing nothing, collecting checks. Like, it's simple stuff.
It is, and I really want after this conversation, if I really want this to be a mutual understanding that like I don't want no kind of negativity or nothing like that because the impact that you, Hendo, Chad, the impact that y'all have just as black content creators can be so much more if you know. And it's okay to have your opinions. I'm not saying you can't have your opinions. It just kind of goes back to our past conversation. I'm gonna leave that alone. But if we're gonna talk about anything on this level, please make sure that it is factual because it's dangerous to push these narratives, especially to the people that Benny was talking about, because those are the people that don't really care about you. And so you pushing this narrative is only going to build it more. And then now your platform is kind of a platform for them to be like, oh, he's a good one. He's a good one because he thinks like us. Whole time it's like they don't care about you. So I think, right, just on a local level, just getting out there and using your platform, using your voice. If it's really about money, bro, you can make so much money from your platform alone going to local businesses. People don't know that. People think brand sponsorships come from like national brands, but I can tell you, you're probably sitting on 100,000 this month just from local businesses alone. I can tell you that because I've seen those numbers. I've closed a deal for 67,000 with a local organization here in Oklahoma. I've closed one. So like having that mentality is not okay, especially as a black man with a voice, because you're telling people that, oh, it don't matter, like it's the system is against us, just make your money and like stay out the way. Now people who want to change, they're going to think, oh, I can't change, especially if something of your character, because everything you say is going to hold weight now. No matter what content you make, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because you have 400,000 people that gravitate towards your voice, that gravitate towards your face, and who, whenever you say something, as you can see in the comments, they rock with you, they ride with you, whatever you think, they think. So if
And
you over here pushing a narrative that's not true, then you're going to start altering their minds. Then they're going to go back to their families. Then they're going to have children, and it's a system that they don't even have to put on our people because we're putting it on ourselves. And you think that it's rich versus poor, but in reality, it's poor versus poor. They don't even have to do anything. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, we all, anybody that has, I mean, everybody has social responsibility. Doesn't matter if you have a platform or not. Everybody has social responsibility, meaning that if somebody looks to you for information, it's a social, it's called literally a social responsibility that we have to uphold the integrity of producing of giving out correct information. Like, for example, I don't know everything about everything, but I know everything about something. And that something is what I discuss. And I make sure that that information is correct before I put it out there because I know that there are going to be people who don't know everything about my lane. They don't know everything about my topic, but they are looking to me to help inform them about this topic. Just like when I don't know everything about other lanes, I look to other people to educate myself on those topics. And those people have a social responsibility. Like, and I look to those people because I believe what they say because I don't have the time to fact check it. That's not my lane. If I wanted somebody to teach me all the ins and outs of basketball, now I'm going to look to this particular person who's an expert in all this and that. And I don't have the time to fact check everything that they say. They have a social responsibility to make sure that if they're placing themselves as a leader, an expert, a product figure, it doesn't matter in this area, that they have integrity. You know what I'm saying? That's really just what it is. Like, I think, and when it comes to social media stuff, carving out your lane is what's really important because we don't know everything about everything. And the last thing I want to ever do is have a bunch of people believe some shit that I said and I didn't even look up before I said it. I could have at least looked that shit up. You know what I'm saying? Because now I know that these people look to me because they looking to me for me to educate them on it. That's just the fact.
Especially if you don't even make political content like that. That was kind of Benny's whole thing. But I'm gonna just say this because I feel like we all can kind of get at a mutual grounding. I'm glad that it can be this way and like people are mature enough to like not, if you want to keep Benny blocked, that's your page. I can't do nothing to do with that. Mark, I rock with your content. I've been watching for like a year now. I love exactly what you're doing, man. Keep going, especially as a black creator. I have nothing but respect for you. Benny, same. Chat, same. Hendo, same. I'm just asking if we can start using our powers that you have as creators, because if I make a video versus something, I only have 2,000 followers. It's not going to get to me, but y'all can reach a masses of people. So all I ask is you guys use your content for more better. And Mark, I mean, I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep it 100. It was your opinion, but it was kind of also pushing hate and pushing something that was negative, right? Whether if you don't
Hate?
feel like, I'm not gonna say hate.
Christ.
I hate probably
Jesus
hate
Christ.
probably is a strong word, but what you did push was something kind of negative. You kind of pushed an opinion that was not factual based, and you said you didn't care, but then you also like threw out something that showed that you were on a specific side and how it was kind of ignorant. I'm just gonna keep it. I'm just gonna keep it all the way on it. Hate probably is a strong word, and you did push misinformation. Benny kind of responded to you saying, "Hey, like this isn't what you do. Don't do that because you have a platform." And he's starting to see now. I can say the same thing about Benny. Benny, you can feel however you were on the field, but like Mark can feel some kind of way if you're saying that he's pandering to something, and you didn't exactly say pandering, but you like kind of that's what you were basically saying.
That's what I was saying. That's why I was like, I apologize.
And it was miscommunication, right? But you see how like you started making videos, and then you say y'all don't listen to comments, but comments start getting thrown around. Now there's a whole quote unquote TikTok beef going on, and that's not needed. It's not needed within our people as well. It's not needed. I'm tired of seeing black creators get on this app and fight with each other. We should not be fighting with each other at all. Shouldn't be happening. So I'm glad we can come.
I'm gonna push back on that a little bit. Like, just because we all are of the same race, we cannot feel bad about, like, we're absolutely gonna fight with each other. It's absolutely we absolutely.
Hold on. We got because Mark, you in the comment. So because at this point it's starting to sound like motherfuckers just wasting their breath. So you don't think that you spread misinformation?
No, bro.
Okay, well, we wasting our motherfucking. Everybody just saying waste their motherfucking time there.
Good night, everybody.
Y'all just waste y'all motherfucking time.
Y'all be easy, dog.
Even if that's the part, before you leave, Mark, all I can ask is, can everyone use their platforms the way it's supposed
to? Just let them.
We can't all get it. As black people, we cannot all get along. It's okay, y'all. That's it. No,
that shouldn't be a way of thinking. That's only gonna hurt our.
But no. That's normal. We have to stop blaming. We have to stop putting that responsibility on ourselves as black people. Like, oh, we know, because at the end of the day, no race. Like we think that all white people are great. They don't.
It's cool.
Rich white people.
Hey. But again, I like I said, at least I cleared up that I was not trying to do what you perceived I to do. I apologize for that again, and appreciate you coming up, clearing that up, big dog. Y'all just wasting y'all breath, bro.
I get that, but at the same time, like,
it's bad. That kumbaya shit, just let it go, bro. Just let it go.
Let that kumbaya. I've never been no kumbaya time.
Like I said, bro, you're not gonna get to them young niggas. It is what it is, bro. Y'all just sat there and talked. Who is this Juju Patrick nigga? Bring your ass up, bro. Bring your ass up.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna say what it is. A lot of y'all in here, Dick Ryan, don't even know what we talking about. Y'all just literally just Dick Ryan saying I'm with him no matter what. Just
but that's what I'm saying. Like, niggas really, like, everybody was coming from a place to have a conversation, and that's what I said. Once I found out he really believes that shit, there's no that's why I said earlier. I'm like, he believes that. So there's no change. And he trying to downplay it because he can't articulate himself to defend the shit he was doing. So it's like, Bennie, I don't care. I don't care.
When you ask him if he votes, he don't even vote.
You don't even vote.
So it's done. When you were like, we're done here.
That's why I kept saying, so why are you even making videos? So because you care, but then so if you don't care but you making videos, who are you making them for? So, I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah. And what she just said, he truly believes it. There's absolutely nothing you can say to change his mind.
And then this Juju Patrick nigga, he a dirty dick riding ass nigga. Like, get out of here, bro. But I appreciate him highlighting that, because that's what I'm saying. Like, we was just talking, like, niggas, like, everybody here got good intentions. Everybody had good intentions. Nigga trying to get to him, trying to talk to him, trying to explain. I apologize. You know what I'm saying? But I'm the bad guy, though. I'm the bad guy. Feel me? But once he said he really believed that Trump shit, there's no talking, bro. Because that's why I said there's a difference between having an opinion. Because if you have an opinion, what we were talking about, we could have came to common ground. But he believes that. There's no change in somebody's beliefs, bro. And as I said, if you don't, he don't even. Then that's when he responded to that comment talking about with the Juju's like, well, what misinformation did he spread? And he was like, exactly. So we just sat here this entire time trying to talk. Thinking we having conversation when this nigga just like, you just here just to be here because you care. You in your feelings and the nigga cared, bro. But now you trying to flex for your foot. But that's that young nigga mentality, bro. That's just what and he got the clout. He got the money. He got the clout. He got the dick ride niggas in my comments. It's that young nigga mentality. There was nothing we was gonna say that was gonna get through them. Chad, you deal with these niggas every day in Atlanta, bro. You run into these niggas every day out there in Atlanta. If you didn't care, you wouldn't have pulled up to this live. He fucking cared, bro. Period, point blank. If you didn't care, you wouldn't have made a video. You don't care. You didn't vote for the nigga, but you over here dick riding Trump. Why?
Yeah.
You didn't even vote for him. So again, that makes me question, why did you spit the information that you did that was regurgitated from the white boy talking points?
Exactly, Chrissy. He didn't.
It makes me question everything. It makes me question everything about you as a man. Like like integrity is everything. Like as a man,
But
as a human being,
his
as an
biggest
upstanding
get up
person.
was he think I call him fucking stupid because I said stay in your lane.
Right.
Right. And
Right.
then the young dude that dick ride him in the comments, like when I said a subject matter expert, they don't even know what the fuck that means. They think expert
They
means
don't.
you're just superstar
They
of
don't.
everything. Like no nigga,
They don't. They're just stupid.
if you are at work and you are proficient at your fucking job and people come to you for advice on that thing, you are a subject matter expert.
Exactly. Anybody above